Okay, hello everyone. This is like the third time I'm recording this shit because, long story short, my computer died, so I had to reset it, and therefore I lost all my recording settings, all my hotkeys, and fuckload of other shit. And also, my computer is giving me a headache. But I am back after a month of not doing anything. Now, this build order is not made by Nexus. It's actually made by Harser and Grimplex. They made a really nice list for the month of May build orders. Sadly, obviously, I couldn't do it because my PC died. I was moving to a new place, etc., etc. But anyways, Arcane, nonetheless, is still on the map pool for this month. Therefore, I'm gonna do a build order on this map, and I'm gonna do a build order on Zelda Valley. But anyways, this is a build order focused on a very quick bomber. And why is it good? Simply put, as you can see here, well, actually, let's focus on the opponent side. There are two 4max expansions very close to us. And our opponent is gonna go get them very quickly. Therefore, imagine if we could bomb this engineer coming here and the other engineer coming here. Could be extremely brutal, or not even that, bombing this engineer and then bombing the engineers here. You want to be building a lot of power due to the high amount of mass, so losing engineers early on is very brutal. Therefore, having that bomber 20 seconds earlier than your opponent, more or less, can really make a huge difference. Nonetheless, this is an ultra spam map. You want to be spamming like crazy, because why? Well, just on your side of the map, you have 5 4max expansions counting the base, plus 4 maxes chilling. You can also count these two instead of these two. But the point is, you have like 5 times 4, you have like 20 maxes more or less, plus considering these 3 on the corner here. So you need to put as much stuff out there as fast as possible. Mostly land, air, and absolutely no fucking navy. I don't give a fuck about navy. That nothing's gonna ever do anything on this water. But the main focus of this map is gonna be obviously land spam and this area here and this area here. Why? Because as you can see here, my friends, I'm just gonna make sure I'm recording. I'm not an idiot. Okay, I am recording. There's an obscene amount of mass over here. There's a 4max expansion, and not only that, but it also opens to attacks here. It's very vulnerable. Like, if you control this, your opponent must always be like keeping an eye on keeping these 6, I guess 7 expansions. Yeah, 7, because if you have this, you're having this. So it's really, really good. And yet again, it's what I say, there's a lot of mass. And it also, like, if you're coming through here, it also opens to attacks here, attacks here, attacks here. Like, it opens a lot of avenues. Therefore, the main point of this is gonna be like keeping this and this. Try to have both. Obviously, you probably won't, because your opponent is going to one, you're going to the other one. It's very hard being able to get both when your opponent is like fucking up. But you will be sending your ACU to one of these two, and a lot of units. The middle, obviously, no. There's absolutely fucking nothing we're fighting here, just like gaps here. So it's really not that important. There's really nothing to fight here. Like, the reclaim here is kind of like, and then, However, here and here, I hope the video is not looking like us. There's a lot to fight for, and you also have these expansions very close by, and these. So it matters a lot. But anyways, after that little analysis, I'm gonna start. Hopefully nothing stutters and I'm gonna kill somebody, because the recording settings are killing me. But this is a BO, according to Harser, made by Grimplex. But we're gonna start with 4 engineers, tank, scouts, and then a million engineers. We will need a million engineers. We're gonna need to build an obscene amount of power. Why? Because we start with 12 mexes very close to our base. And quite a lot of reclaim around here. Not a lot, but we have some big rocks here and there. Then this, like, you're gonna need a lot of power anyways. But this is pretty much how it starts. We also make these offensive units to stop raids here and stop raids here. We stop the raids here to, keep this safe. And also, make sure nothing comes through here and takes out this. We get our first engineer, and first thing you want to do is just build a hydro. After that, you want to make 2 pigeons air factory. And then, very important, you want to make sure you assist this air factory with your engineers and ACU. So the first bomber can come out as fast as possible, because we want to exploit our advantage of we're gonna bomb this and we're gonna bomb this. Now, for your next engineer, you're gonna put this here. And then as soon as it gets out, because we just wanted to start moving here, we're gonna do another thing. Okay, it gets out. And now we're gonna put the other one here. Why? Because we're gonna be doing a lot of reclaiming. This video takes an obscene amount of APM. You're gonna most probably fuck it up. I am going to fuck it up on this video. I'm not gonna re-record because it is extremely taxing. Like I would say, make sure to, like, you know, set these orders like this, because you want to waste as least time as possible. Also, as soon as this engineer comes out, you want to assist this and put bomber scout 3 inches, scout 3 inches, and put it like around here. Then you need to continue to the next thing. Start reclaiming a lot of trees. You need that E. You need a lot of E, so try to step on the least amount of trees. Also, I know this tank is coming out with its scout. Oh my fucking god. Just come here. The bomber is also coming out. It demands a lot from you, but you can do it. I could at least. You also want to... I'm already kind of like fucking it up a little bit. I know the scout is also already coming out. Therefore, you guys need to start making 2 pigeons. Land factory. Come on, guys. Okay, this is good enough. And now the bomber's here. The scout sadly doesn't go, but you can, like, you know, move like this, hover bomb something, and then hope that you're hover bombing something else. This needs to go here. I'm telling you guys, it demands a fuckload from you. I'm sorry a little bit because I didn't build these pigeons quickly enough, but it's not really a big deal, to be honest. And then the next NG, actually he comes here. Then the next NG comes here. We are starting, but to be honest, we just don't have the time. By now, I would just suppose my bomber died. That's what I'm gonna suppose. But you don't have to focus about making perfect with it. You just want to kill like at least 2 engineers. Kill the engineers on the base. That's what matters the most. Then this, then this. Then I'm gonna send ACU here, like, then build factory here. Then you have your next factory. Oh shit, I forgot I put this hotkey here. And then you want to move this here. This guy is doing okay. Then we got another engineer. We're gonna send him here. This guy's gonna come here and assist this guy. So we're gonna build 4 pigeons, land factory, and then 5 land factory, and then I'm just gonna tell him to make like a fucking line, to be honest. Then this guy can come here, this one can come here. Then we have another one. This one I'm gonna send over here. Are you okay? Yeah, they're being sent correctly. Then we have this with the engineers. I'm gonna put them on attack move just to make sure everything seems to be going fine. Then we have our next scout, and this is pretty much it. It's very hectic. You want to, like, try to protect this engineer, protect this expansion, send your stuff your opponent's way. It demands a lot, but first of all, you want to make sure you're spending everything here. And then with this engineer and this guy, I'm gonna make sure they're bringing a lot of power because we definitely need an obscene amount of power. And then this I'm gonna send here too, to be honest. I don't really... It doesn't matter that much to me. This is actually... I'm gonna put it on repeat. We want a lot of inties. At some point, obviously, we want to start considering making a transport. It depends. If we have like a lot of air, then sure. If we don't, then obviously don't. The ACU, I guess we can just go and make this too, to be honest. Grimplex doesn't. He makes the factory first. And Nexus does it too, to be honest. So I'm maybe not. I don't know. I'm just gonna start building on. And I'm gonna, you know, make sure the ACU builds it. More automation. Then next factory should be coming out pretty soon. No, not yet. We need more power. At least these guys are reclaiming. Oh my god, it's pretty obscenely far. They're reclaiming quite a lot. I didn't pick that many trees, sadly. But it seems they're doing good. And as you can see, our eco balance is actually pretty good. We don't have a full E. Despite building this amount of E, we just cannot sustain that many things. We're pretty much doing well. I know this one, you're gonna want to build engineers here. And then this guy, I don't know, he can build a PD or something. And this guy can start like reclaiming. Then I have another engineer here, he can come here. Then the other one can come here. Then the other one can come here. Then this guy should make a PD. Do I have a factory? No. Just assist that guy, please. And at this moment, you can start like thinking of either making more. Like I'll probably, I don't know, start making more. factories, because you definitely need more scaling. Like this is too little right now. We still have too much mass. But this is pretty much what you can do. You can probably start thinking of like making a Tech 2 Max as well, I think. Yeah, we could probably afford it. Oh my god, can we afford 2? I will probably go for 2 Tech 2 Maxes. As you can see, you have a lot of mass. Like, you can even put more engineers here and here and start doing even more. Okay, I cannot afford that many engineers building stuff. Why don't you go build here, friend? And actually, the eco balance isn't looking that bad. But I'm a little bit worried about it. But not that much either, because, you know, I have a lot of engineers here that are reclaiming the exact same shit. Please don't. But as you can see, we're making 2 Tech 2 Maxes. We have like 6 engines making factories, 2 making pigeons. We're still not able to spend our mass, but we have a pretty good eco balance nonetheless. We also actually, another thing I might be forgetting is we want to start building probably like raiders around town, you know, build a lot of raiders. You want a lot of intel. But it is minute 10, God. And we have about 42 tanks and probably a lot of factories, so many. 13, 14, I don't know, factories. And yeah, now we're hitting the mass stall. But that's pretty sweet for us because it's not like in the middle. When you see a mass stall like this, please stop making power. Like, send your engineers on a trip. These guys can build this, and these guys can reclaim this, and I don't know. Go somewhere else. Like, of course. Because we want to finish the things first. The mass extractors. Well, anyhow, yeah, it reminds a lot of APM, as you can see. There's way too many things going on, and I would say the main focus should be obviously replacing dev engineers, but also making sure what's the word. You spend your mass. You want to be spending the mass as fast as possible, because if you're not spending the mass, your opponent can, and it's gonna be bad. Like here, we might have a little bit less units, but we have to Tech 2 Maxes. We could have also Tech 2 land. Like by now, just be going Tech 2 land. And continue to make power, obviously, because you needed to like fund all of this other stuff. And this is pretty much the map, to be honest. As you can see, I'm funneling everything here and here. ACU a little bit fast forward. I wouldn't put it so here. This engine could be reclaiming this shit, sons of bitches. But yeah, you can like threaten this with your ACU. Your opponent will probably threaten this. Nothing in the middle. Why? There's absolutely nothing in the middle to worth fighting for. At most, your opponent will try raiding here, but a lot of units come here, so it's kind of very hard to like get this. And also, I'm not really like fighting for this. I do have PDs here and here, which is pretty sweet, I guess. It depends. But this is how I would put them up. Like, here, and at some point, probably earlier than whatever the fuck I'm doing, you want to get a transport and drop here or here. Because why? If your opponent does, they're gonna be up 3 maxes, and also if you don't drop early, you know they can drop, and now they have both corners. Pretty freaking annoying, especially because you can like, you know, build their factory here and start throwing bombers down here. Very annoying, but yeah, it's a very spammy map. You want to be making sure you spam as much as you can, and I'm gonna make sure I'm putting tanks on everywhere, and even where my factory is there, you can see I wouldn't have this much mass, but obviously I was explaining everything. And that's it. I really hope this build order came out good. But as you can see, it's a very heavy land spam map. And then you just want to like suffocate your opponent here. If you have like a lot of E right now, we stopped building a lot of E, which is kind of bad. I would probably like start building more. And probably like, I don't know, Tech 2 this shit, I guess. You want to go start going Tech 2? Like, yes, spamming T1 is nice, but obviously this is a gap. And this is a gap, your opponent can turtle a little bit. But if they turtle, you should be able to just like, you know, get this, get everything else and win. But this is pretty much the map. Remember, very heavy on APM, at least if you're doing this build order. That's it. If your opponent makes more air, obviously make more air. You don't want to like be falling behind heavily. But they're probably will be making a lot of ground. Most probably. I'll just make Inti Scout because, you know, keep it safe. But yeah, that's pretty much it.